Welcome back to our channel. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, and drop your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you. Now let's dive in. Today, we're exploring one of the most intriguing figures behind Donald Trump's potential 2024 return to the White House, Stephen Miller. If Trump secures another term, Miller is positioned to play a significant role in shaping the future of U.S. governance. So, who is Stephen Miller? What are his plans for a second term, and what impact could they have on American democracy? Let's break it down. To start, Stephen Miller isn't new to Washington or the Trump team. He's been a central player in Trump's circle since before the 2016 election, and is known for his strict, often controversial policies on immigration. From the early days of the Trump administration, Miller pushed hard for the zero-tolerance policy at the southern border, which led to family separations and drew both national and international criticism. This policy cemented Miller's image as a hardliner who believes in enforcing strict, uncompromising rules on immigration and border control. However, Miller's ambitions go beyond just immigration policy. He's made it clear that he envisions a more robust role for himself if Trump is re-elected. According to reports, Miller and other key figures from Trump's former administration are working to ensure a government staffed by loyalists who would carry out Trump's agenda without resistance. In this vision, federal agencies would be filled with officials committed to Trump's policies and immune to outside pressures to moderate or adjust their actions. One critical aspect of Miller's plan involves embedding attorneys and advisors who are dedicated to Trump's agenda across government agencies. Miller, along with former Trump Personnel Director John McEntee, reportedly wants to recruit lawyers and officials who share their views, favoring those they feel are more in tune with Trump's goals than those from traditional conservative circles. For example, Miller and his allies seem to distance themselves from organizations like the Federalist Society, which has historically influenced conservative judicial appointments. A former Trump official was even quoted saying, "The Federalist Society doesn't know what time it is," indicating that Miller's team may see these groups as too moderate and insufficiently aligned with Trump's vision. So, what does this look like in practice? If Trump returns to office, Miller's allies could potentially influence a wide range of federal agencies and departments, reshaping them to execute Trump's orders more swiftly and with fewer internal debates or legal concerns. Critics argue that this approach could weaken the checks and balances designed to prevent any one branch of government from becoming too powerful. In fact, some analysts describe this potential second term as the Delta variant of democracy, suggesting it could be more authoritarian and less subject to traditional legal and political constraints than Trump's first term. Miller's strategy isn't just theoretical. Since leaving the White House, he's continued his advocacy work through America First Legal, an organization he founded that is committed to challenging Biden administration policies. America First Legal has already been active in court cases, particularly around immigration and free speech issues. If Trump returns, this organization could serve as a legal machine to support executive orders, challenge regulatory decisions, and limit opposition efforts within the government. Essentially, Miller and his team are building the legal infrastructure that could quickly swing into action under a Trump-led administration, providing legal backing for controversial decisions that might otherwise be tied up in court for years. Let's consider what a Trump 2.0 administration, shaped by Miller's vision, could look like in concrete terms. Critics worry that Miller's approach could lead to an administration that operates more like a tightly controlled organization than a traditional democratic government. For example, federal agencies might bypass internal processes and checks, giving Trump's policies direct paths to implementation. This could apply to a wide range of areas, from immigration and environmental regulation to healthcare and education policy. Supporters of Miller's vision, however, see this as a necessary response to what they view as a bureaucracy that often obstructs conservative policies. For them, Miller's plans represent a way to ensure the government is led by officials who align with Trump's vision, free from what they consider an entrenched opposition within federal institutions. In the end, Stephen Miller's potential role in a second Trump term underscores a fundamental shift in how Trump's team envisions governing. Instead of the traditional approach of negotiating policy within a balanced system, Miller's plans seem to favor a streamlined, loyalty-driven approach. This model would allow the administration to act decisively, but risks reducing the role of oversight and dissent, elements many view as essential to American democracy. So, what's at stake? For some, Miller's plans represent a step toward a stronger, more focused government that can enact conservative policies without interference. But for others, it's a dangerous shift that could erode the checks and balances protecting democracy. This story is a powerful reminder of the critical decisions facing the country as we approach 2024. Whether you see Miller's influence as a positive change or a threat, it's clear he's shaping up to be one of the most powerful figures behind Trump's potential second term. Thanks for joining us as we unpack this topic. Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. Do you see Miller's plans as beneficial for the country, or are you concerned about the potential impacts on democratic governance? Don't forget to subscribe for more insights on the 2024 election and beyond.